just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure you out.
Built on the side of the old Gator Bowl and incorporating a few pieces of that former stadium in its design, this is Everbank Stadium, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started, and we're off from Jacksonville. Johnson with a return here. Escapes the defender, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Here we go, here we go.
They give on second to Pollard. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Smith. Complete, it's Myers. This is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense. Bring up 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And they're brought out, Brock, by the dual-threat quarterback out of Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game with the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ballgame.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. Now he's past the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. He dodged the tackle. He's going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Jaguars send Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
There we go.
Play action, here's Smith. Pass is caught, that's Tim Patrick. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Quick throw is caught. And works it down at the 37. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, as we get a look at their key inactives this week, we can tell they've dealt with their fair share of injuries, but Brock still playing a lot of winning football.
They've just been able to feed off that adversity. Every time they've won with guys out, you could just feel it. It's like a boost. Just that boost of morale that we can do this. And those guys who are out, the ones recovering, you know they love to see it. It's pushing them to recover and get back out there so they can be a part of this run.
A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Here we go, hey.
Patrick going in motion right. Throwing on 3rd. Smith has him on the quick hitter. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Kicker staying on the sideline. Would have been a 48-yard try. Instead, they're going for it on 4. They'll go. It's Pollard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
At the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Push that up the screen. It's Pollard. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner. Totally. But he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
18-yard line.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Short pass brought in. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
All things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
1st down and goal to go.
Pollard on 1st and goal. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
From the gun, Smith. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars will each pay dirt for the first time this game. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a positive result on that effort. He's down to the enemy 40 before going out.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, maybe even that much more, these super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, kids, Cougar 19 tight. Ready?
To throw. Here's Milrow. Cut near the goal line. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. 20 for 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Smith. Blitz is there, and he goes down. drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. Perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Logan Cook on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Seahawks and quarterback Jalen Milroe ready for their next drive. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. First down throw here from Milroe. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it at the 30. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. Their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Come on.
First and 10
Jackie Lions,
at the 14-yard line.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's going to be second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd down, they need 7. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return. The Jaguars
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
We'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Room to work at the 35. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 1-score game before halftime. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Little tax on the extra point. The Jaguars cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch, so give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46.
A gain of 26 yards.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. Milroe from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now quick to the left, it's caught. And he's He's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And off to Walker from the gun. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And no surprise here, they decline the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand.
19 Lions. Go.
Working inside the red zone. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Johnson on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Pressure comes. Smith. Completed over the middle. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Smith. And they get to him again. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Milrow with it on first. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
19 tight.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
19.
Milrow now to throw. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Down. Riggs. Liking 18. Check. Hurt.
Off the play fake, Milrow. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Intended target that time is Kenneth Walker. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the pistol, gives here to Walker. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Okay, Kate, thank you.
Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. On now is Cook to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first
Shotgun now for Milrow. He's got it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Making the stop, that was last year's Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter. Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead.
Jaguars 14.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
And 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. The Jaguars into punt formation. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. Free inside the 30. Cooper Kupp, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Jaguars 14.
That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
From the gun, Smith. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Catch made. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Smith to the air now. On him quick, and they bring him down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, about the 37-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Jaguar football, but this slate, that lead, likely too much for them to overcome. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
This is brought in. Big game for Smith and Jigba. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the 4th. Jackson, Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. First and 10, it's Pollard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on third, Smith. That's going to be caught by Cooks. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. In motion right is Cooks. They get to Pollard from the gun. Escapes a defender. Yeah, all the way across midfield before he's brought down. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He brings it in. He's still going at the 30. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain, turn it into an explosive play.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week and find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. No run from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant, because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
To the left, he's got a Julio. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends have been in favor, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a hot boot.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Seahawks keep running away with this. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game, and now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous guy.
Has room down the left sideline. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
One final shot here. Caught outside, beyond the marker. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out